Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of our EAFC 25 RTG career mode here with Stoke City. We are back today with part 2 of Sloggy season. Yes, it's that part of the season where you've not really got too much to play for and you've got loads of games to get through. So we're going to crack on today with big fixtures coming in the Premier League as we take on Man City, Manchester United and Newcastle. We'll have the EFL Cup quarterfinal as we take on West Ham United at home, and also match days 5 and 6 of the Conference League. But our first game today pits us at home to Thomas Frank's Brentford side, as the Bees have had a good start to the season. I'm expecting a tough test here. Come on the Potters. Yeah, always quite a tricky part of the season this, when you've not really got loads to play for at the moment, as Brentford in already. Oh, what a save, Bilal, in the opening 5 minutes of the game to deny Kolo Muani. We've not got a huge amount to play for because you're in such early stages in most of the competitions, but it's a bit of a slog, hence the name Sloggy season. But really poor start here as Brentford on the front foot again with Lewis Potter. Swung into the middle, punched by Bilal, and we should just about get it away, or maybe not, as Brentford fire over. Yeah, we are going to have lots of games coming today, and we've got Man City away at the Etihad next, which is a huge game, but they are absolutely running away with things at the top of the Premier League at the moment. And I think it's 12 wins from their opening 13 games. So I think I'm probably going to rotate in that fixture. So I've got my starting lineup out there today here, looking for the win as Sainz fires that just off target. Free kick for the Bees here, and Burmo strikes it straight down the throat of Bilal, who will look to get us on the break quickly here. Lovely throw out, and Oscarson finds Kata, who's filling in at right back today, and Mihaly has space to drive on. Mihaly Kata! First goal of the season for the Hungarian, filling in at right back today. Every team needs a utility man like Mihaly. I still love this man, even though he's been slightly phased out of the team, but he's opened the scoring here at the Britannia. Into the second half here, still leading by 1 as Elanga down the left-hand side now finds Sainz, who's done really well filling in that attacking midfield role with the skipper down. Now the goal scorer Kata, and Diamonde finds Danilo. Elanga to Sainz, and now Oscarson to Million, just patiently waiting for a chance here. Elanga to Boz, and Elanga, lovely patient build-up, and the Iceman drills in the second, and that should probably do it with 25 left to play. Lovely patient build-up by Stoke, and the Iceman, as always, has the finish. Well, all over here at the Britannia, and a great way to kick off the episode. As I said in the intro, Brentford off to a flying start this season, but a pretty comfortable win in the end. We had our full strength lineup out there with Manchester City to come in a few days. We will have to make some changes due to fatigue, so I guess we'll just jump straight into that, see how we get on travelling to the Etihad against runaway league leaders. Come on the Potters. Oh, straight from kickoff. That is terrible news. Sainz has just gone down and Haaland's in. Erling Haaland takes his time and drills in the opening goal. What a nightmare start for Stoke City. Sainz hitting the deck, and then Haaland running through and scoring. That has not gone to plan. And Sainz is completely done as well. It could be an ACL or just a 2-month injury for the Spaniard, but with the skipper already down, we are really getting down to the bare bones in those attacking areas. And down a goal here in the early stages as well. This is not the way I wanted to start off this huge game, as Elanga is denied as the flag stayed down. Frenetic start here at the Etihad as Haaland plays the 1-2, gets it back, Erling Haaland, and still, and there's Conor Gallagher, and it's 2. Frenetic start here in Manchester, and already City are 2 to the good. Corner for City. Haaland's in there. No. Can't give Erling Haaland a free header like that. Terrible defending. He always does that from the corners. I cannot stop him. Man City have 3 first half goals, and it is no surprise they are runaway leaders. They are incredible, man. Ball through to Foden. Danger. Big danger. Foden. Foden to Haaland. It's 4. Oh my goodness. Manchester City are tearing me apart here. Well, thank God for that. There is the full-time whistle, and I've not been humbled like that by an AI team for a while. No wonder Man City are running away with things at the top. The team they've got is absolutely incredible. Haaland with a hat-trick. And, of course, Borja Sainz went down right from the first half kickoff. So we'll go and take a look at how bad that injury was. Had to be stretchered off, and I'm fearing the worst. Well, as we get back to the menus, how bad is that injury for Borja Sainz? Let's take a look, as we do see Bay coming back, which is good timing. It's just a broken elbow. I say just. He's going to be out for 2 months. Could have been worse. Could have been the ACL. But Borja Sainz down for the next 2 months. And we really need the skipper. But, of course, he's been out for 3 months. We don't want to rush him back. But we are going to need him pretty soon. And just heading straight into our next game, taking on Newcastle at home, back at the Britannia. But after that defeat, we need a bounce-back performance here and a good result to keep the fans happy. Come on, the Potters. Yeah, we are really struggling with the fixture load at the moment. As I mentioned, we're fighting on all 4 fronts and into the quarterfinals of the EFL Cup, which will come in the next game. But the squad isn't the biggest, and we are struggling with that rotation at the moment. But taking on Newcastle here, not having the greatest of seasons, despite having a strong squad. But we need to capitalise here and return to winning ways, or at least take a positive result out of this. Sarmiento does well. Now Oscarson and Sarmiento with Elanga out wide. Not the greatest of passes to him. Sarmiento through the gap to the Iceman, and he doesn't miss those. And that's exactly what we needed. Early goal here at the Britannia. Stoke City in front. Kata. Juranovic out wide. And there's Sarmiento. He's onside. And Sarmiento away from Kelly. Sarmiento back for Oscarson. It's 2. Camavinga. Oh, lovely ball through. Gordon to Isak. Newcastle back in the game. Well, we can't afford... No. No. Oh, what a goal. We can't afford a poor result after that loss to Man City and the performance, especially after being 2 goals up here. But Alexander Isak single-handedly has turned this game around. What a strike by the Swede. Oh, Mihali's just gone down on the edge of the Newcastle penalty area. Now Isak's in again. Isak. No, not inside the area, Bash. The whole point was to haul him down outside the penalty area. And it's a red. Oh, it's all going wrong for Stoke City. Kata goes down. Red card for Bash. Penalty for Newcastle. And it's the Swede. Isak. Oh, great penalty into the roof of the net. But a hat-trick for the Swedes. Stoke down to 10. And I just don't know what to do, man. This is all going wrong. Well, Kata goes off with that injury, but I'm calling on the skipper as well. Newcastle have completely turned this game around. Everything's going wrong for Stoke. Another injury to add to Borja Sainz going down. And a complete bottle job from 2-0 up, losing now by 3 goals to 2 as Gordon gives the ball away. Can we find an equaliser? Tonali to Isak. What a save by Bilal. Oscarson. Space for Elanga. Stretch those legs some. Elanga couldn't poke it through, but Boz will get there first. And still Boz. And Oscarson finds the skipper who couldn't find the net. Oscarson. Tight angle into the side netting. Probably the best chance we'll get. That's going to do it. Might even get worse. Isak. It's 4. Newcastle kill the game off with the last kick of it. From 2-0 up, we have completely crumbled, and it's back-to-back defeats for Stoke City. West Ham up next in the EFL Cup quarterfinals. It's going to be a rotated side again with fatigue and injuries coming into effect. We've just got to hope that somehow we can stop the rot here and get back to winning ways. Come on, the Potters. Yeah, the team is absolutely gassed, man. We're playing pretty much Sunday, Thursday every week in December. We've just played Saturday. This game comes on the Tuesday. And then we've got match day 5 of the Conference League on Thursday. So the games are coming thick and fast. And I'm just maybe regretting sending all of those youth players out on loan. And maybe some of them could have played a part. Ayari into Diamonde. And now Asensio. Diamonde looks for Elanga. It might come for Anthony Elanga, who does open the scoring. Stoke lead again. And it's the Swede who puts us in front here at the Britannia in the Cup quarter-final. No, Rico, son. None of that. As Elanga finds Mitrovic. Nice hold up now, Sarmiento. I see Ayari on the edge. Ayari, let's fly! It's not Ayari, it's Marco Asensio on that wand of a left boot. Wonderful strike by the Spaniard. Not the first time we've seen it this season. And Stoke could be heading for a return to winning ways and a cup semi-final to come alongside it. Giovanni Quenda through the gap. Trouble, good save. Oh, Aarons, that's brilliant, son. Kept alive though. Bonnie into Quenda. West Ham goal back, and we are so fragile at the moment. Conceded 4 at the Etihad, 4 at home here against Newcastle, and from 2 goals up as well. Same storyline here, 2 goals up. Quenda gets one back. Are we going to collapse again? Ayari. Oh my goodness, that was close. Oh, the keeper wasn't getting there. Little bit more dip on that, and that was in. Asensio forward for Mitrovic, and there's Bay on his return. Bay seals it with a third. Stoke City heading to the quarter-finals of the EFL Cup, and a big performance after back-to-back defeats in the Premier League. We needed that one, and we've had to dig in this second half as West Ham were pushing for an equaliser, but the skipper sends us to the final 4. Well, just 2 days rest between our Cup quarter-final and our trip to Union Craiova in the Conference League. I'm pretty confident that we'll finish in the top 8, so there will be plenty of changes once again. Cup semi-final has not been drawn yet, as 2 of the quarters are still yet to be played, so we'll have to wait until after this game to find out who it will be in the final 4. Come on, the Potters. Yeah, really strange lineup today, and plenty of changes as Adam, getting a rare start, finds Million, looks to place one. Lovely strike, and just before the break we take the lead. Elanga off the bench just to give us some fresh legs. Still Elanga, lovely move. Adam, is he onside? Yes, he is. Adam still firing in the goals for Stoke City. The unsung hero of this career mode save, the big man Adam, with his first of the campaign. Juranovic heads away, and Elanga has space, and Elanga has fresh legs, and Elanga going coast to coast here. Anthony Elanga to make it 3-0, never gonna miss, game over. A pretty comfortable win for Stoke. 2 goals late on, but we were always in control. And Elanga made a difference with those fresh legs off the bench. Another win in the Conference League, as you would expect, especially in the league phase. And Stoke City are most certainly heading through in a top 8 place. Well, after back-to-back losses in the Premier League and 8 goals conceded in those 2 games, we have returned to winning ways with 2 in our last 2, albeit in the Cup and the Conference League, but a big game in the Premier League. This is where it matters most as we take on Manchester United at the Britannia. Currently just 1 point above us in what is a very tight and congested league table below Manchester City, the runaway leaders. Need to get a positive result here, and I would certainly take a point just to keep pace with the Red Devils. Come on, the Potters. Well, it's a great team that Man United have got, as Kanji does well to screen Konate, who's been scoring plenty of goals to kick off the season. But it's just, for us, we cannot keep the ball out, but we seem to score a fair few of our own. As right on cue, Oscarson, oh, what a save! And Dembele now racing away, pegs it back for Karim Konate, and this time it's Bilal making the save, and again, frantic start here at the Britannia, as Pedri finds Dembele, and another good save by Bilal. Konate picks up the loose ball, Malacia finds Rig on the edge, and again it's Bilal in the way. Nacho to swing the corner in. Boz doesn't quite get there. Oh, Bilal looked to play it forward, and it might cost us as Konate fires in the opening goal. That is completely on me. Trying to throw the ball out quickly with Bilal, and I should have just slowed the game down. That's nicely worked by Man United. Konate, big save Bilal, and he gathers the rebound as well, keeping us in the game here, as Asensio will now look to come the other way. Asensio through the gap for the skipper, and Bay, and still Bay. Bay onto the left foot and cleared by Bremer. Well, I'll tell you what, there's more goals in this game. There is no way this finishes 1-0. As Asensio slips through Bay. Is this the equalising goal for the skipper? Yes, it is. So good to have him back. Denied a few moments ago, but this game is so open. And Stoke City hit back with a leveller. Oh, Garnacho slides it through. Konate, flag stays down. Konate drills in his second. United back in front. Just got to be patient and wait for that chance. Bay round the corner for Oscarson. Oscarson! Oh man, straight at Carnesecchi, and that was the chance to equalise. As Diamande goes short, Sarmiento lifts one in, looking for a Kanji, and it wouldn't quite fall for him, as that is going to do it. Oh man, that is so frustrating. We had so many chances. It was an open and frantic game here at the Britannia, but it is 3 Premier League defeats in a row for Stoke City, as our campaign is just starting to unravel and we need to get a win on the board in the league. Well, it'll be Hibs up next for Stoke City, as LASK Linsk, the only team to be 5 wins from 5 in the Conference League. But forgot about it. Let's find out who we'll face in the EFL Cup semis. It will be Arsenal over 2 legs, where we defeated them on match day 1 of the season, and we'll face them over 2 legs, as I say, with a chance to reach Wembley in the EFL Cup final. And I believe we may have seen the draw for the FA Cup, where away at Brighton, pretty tricky draw in the first round that we enter, as we will take on Premier League opposition Brighton away on the south coast. But anyway, those games will come in the next episode. Just got to keep our focus on the here and now, and taking on Hibs at home, this should be a comfortable win to at least keep our form up in the Conference League. Come on the Potters. Sarmiento forward to Mitrovic. Sarmiento goes for the return. Should be one here. Jeremy Sarmiento drills in the opener. Corner swung into that near post, headed on, but the Hood will clear up to Ayari, and now Sidibe, and runners out wide as Mihaly joins the attack. And Kata pushing the pace down the right hand side. Needs someone to pick out in the middle. There's Mitrovic. Easy money. Stoke double their advantage. Well, all over here at the Britannia, all the damage done in the opening 25 minutes, as we just sort of slowed the pace of the game down after those opening 2 goals. But another win in the Conference League for Stoke, as you would expect. But we need to return to winning ways in the Premier League. Jumping straight into our next game, our rivals and our bogey team, Leeds United, away at Ellen Road. Tricky game to try and return to winning ways, but after 3 defeats in our last 3 in the Premier League, we need a win on the board. Come on the Potters. Yes, the inconsistency that has really harmed us this season. We've lost our last 3 in the Premier League, but we've actually not been on a terrible run in all competitions. We're still picking up wins in the Conference League and the Cups, as Oscarson, surely for 1-0, doesn't miss those. We just need to get back to winning ways in the Premier League as we're starting to slip down the table. But Oskarsson looking to return us to winning ways here with, I think that is goal number 15 in the Premier League this season. Yeah, trying to get at Leeds here. Love that second goal as Millian just burst through. Bay with the screening job. Millian should have made it too. Oh, Elanga, lovely take. And this should be two as Elanga races away from his man. Zeno Debas comes across and Elanga beats him. And Oskarsson and Millian and two. Right before the break. On the break, Stoke City have two. Aronson on the spin finds Watson. Back to Brendan Aronson. No. Ooh, big let off as that cannons back off the upright. Oh, Flamingo beaten. Aronson, took his time and clips the ball in off the crossbar. Showed a fresh pair of heels to Flamingo and Bassi slid past the ball as Aronson pulls one back for Leeds. And with 20 to play, this is not done yet. Well, thankfully, it's all over here at Ellen Road, and we did manage to hold on the late scare and the comeback from Leeds United. So back to winning ways after no wins in 3 in the Premier League. And I think we'll play one more to close out the episode, hoping to make it back-to-back victories and get back on track as we welcome Nottingham Forest back in the Premier League to the Britannia. Come on, the Potters. Manuel Dennis down the left. This game very open. Bassi should and does win the header as Lewis Skelly will now bring it clear. But lots of chances on the break as Lewis Skelly finds Oskarsson. And there's Bay, who's been influential since his return from injury. Bay keeps it in and Oskarsson drills in the opening goal. Where would we be without this man? On the break, this game, as I say, very open. Chances for both sides on the break. But it's Stoke City who strike first. It's been a strange game this. Neither side really able to get any rhythm and momentum. But if we can grab a second goal, that will give us a nice little cushion. As Asensio, lovely feet. And it's into the side netting after the save from Matt Turner. Corner will go short from Elanga into Asensio. Swings the ball into the back post for Akanji. Big save. And Akanji can't turn it in at the second time of asking. Still leading by just one here. Going to try something from this free kick. 10 to play. Oskarsson looking to just drill it in hard. And Turner turns it away as Millian will pick up the loose ball. Finds his man. Oskarsson into Elanga. Still Elanga across the box and cleared. Well, there's the whistle. It's all over, and we could only find the one goal in the end. Oskarsson denied from the free kick towards the end of the game, but back-to-back victories for Stoke City in the Premier League, and a little fist bump from me as I run onto the pitch to celebrate with the players. A great way to close out today's episode as we do remain in the top 4 and in the hunt for Champions League football. But that will do it for today's video, guys. I'll catch you in the next episode where we will head through to the January transfer window. Lots of big fixtures coming in the Cup, including the third round away at Brighton and our EFL Cup semi-final 2-legged affair against the Gunners. I'll catch you for that very soon, guys. Take care and peace.